Hey everybody, it's my new video, and in this one I'm doing another movie review. I've done a couple of these. I've done about 5 or 6. And here is another one. In this one, we're going to be reviewing a very old classic film. It's one of the greatest horror films of all time. And that is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Pretty cool, eh? Now, this is one of the best horror films I think has ever been made. The film starts off with this girl who is dreaming, and she's walking down she's like in this dungeon, and then she finds Freddy Krueger. She wakes up and then continuously talks to her friends about her dreams. Then later on you find out that her friends were having the same dreams about Freddy Krueger. And then while these two are banging, they all decide to be with her friend because of the dreams. And then what's her name dies, and they think it's her boyfriend that killed him, but it was really Freddy. Then throughout the movie, they're trying to find her. They're trying to stay awake and not fall asleep because Freddy will kill them. And throughout the movie, what's her name's trying to tell her boyfriend, don't fall asleep because he'll get you and stuff like that. And then they have that epic battle at the end. I think her name's Nancy, yes. Nancy Thompson. That's the character. And Robert Englund, this was actually Robert Englund, who is the star of Freddy Krueger, was actually starring a show called V. I haven't seen the show, but I've heard about it. Robert Englund would not be where he's at if he had not played Freddy Krueger. And that's my review of The Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a really, really good movie. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20. Best horror film in history. And now I'm going to review a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. I am a big Van Damme buff. And I got this movie, Enemies Closer. Enemies Closer. In this movie, Jean-Claude Van Damme and his crew dress up like a bunch of like Mounties and stuff like that. They take a radio station hostage, not a radio station, but a lookout thing for the park rangers and stuff like that. And then later on we find out what they were looking for. It was underwater, like $2-3 million worth of coke and stuff like that. But the movie starts. You remember that guy from Dead Man on Campus, and the guy from Dead Man on Campus, and the guy from American Werewolf in Paris. He's on here. He plays the park ranger. In this one, some guy comes up to his house and tells him, tries to kill him and tells him, hey, you were in the special forces with my brother, you caused my brother's death. And then throughout that movie, they're fighting with each other, but then they see Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, so they have to become friends until they get over the situation, because he's got a lot of men that try to kill him, this old man and everything. I'm going to say, well, I liked it. It was okay. It was alright. It was okay. But, it had you guessing what's going to happen and stuff, but, I'm going to be an asshole. I'm going to give it a 3.3, almost a 4 out of 5. A 3.5, that's what I call it, a 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. And 8 out of 10. It was okay, but it was kind of stupid. And that's enemies closer. You know the old phrase, keep your friends close and your enemies closer? That's pretty much it right there. And this next one I'm going to review is a film I just watched not even 5 minutes, not even 2 or 3 hours ago. And that's the new Stan Lee's creation, Venom. This is the Venom movie. We all know the Venom character started off in the Spider-Man comics. But the movie, really, really good. Venom. In this movie, there's this struggling reporter who has his life, he doesn't like his life, he loses his wife, and he loses his job. But then what happens is, this spaceship in space lands on the planet, and this guy takes the symbiotes. But then when Eddie Brock tries to break into the warehouse, the building, the symbiote takes Eddie Brock, and then Eddie Brock has big battle sequences where the symbiote turns into Venom, and there's really cool. Then the other guy's trying to get the symbiote back, then he turns into the greatest villain ever, Carnage. He doesn't say his name in the movie. He doesn't say that he's Carnage in the movie, but you can pretty much tell it's Carnage. You know, I used to be a Spider-Man fan, but only character I liked from the Spider-Man franchise was Dr. Octavius and Venom. But you can pretty much tell the other symbiote is Carnage. And this, all in all, Venom was a really, really good movie. I loved it. It was awesome. This movie is one of the best. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20. Venom. Thank you very much. I'll be making another movie review in the future. You guys like my new shirt? Got the Jaws. Just got this new shirt. Pretty cool, eh? Anyway, thank you.